Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm watching a new series called Let's Talk About It. We're going to talk about something very specific, and that is going to be Records of Ragnarok, the manga, the first five books versus the show. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, the show is terrible. The reason the show is terrible is because it takes forever and a half to get through anything. Okay, I don't want to watch one season of one fight when you could see so many more battles. I want to see fighting. I don't want to see talking and bickering. I would rather just be there be more action. It just feels like it's super slow. Whereas the books are a little bit drawn out and it's kind of slow, but they're super easy reads. You can finish a book within 2 hours and they're like 250 pages. But that's enough about the anime. We're going to talk about the book. So, here on out, there's going to be some spoilers about the show and about the manga. And if you don't want to listen to it, go ahead and just click through. But I will give you a recommendation. It is a very good read. And I really strongly recommend it. The general gist of it is going to be gods wanting to kill the human race, and the humans are facing the gods to win battles to see who can beat the gods. If the humans can beat the gods to overcome that, so they will live and save humanity, or if the gods win, destroyed. That's the gist of it. So, spoilers from here on out. If you don't want to hear any spoilers and who's fighting who or whatnot, then click through the next one. But there's currently 8 books out, and I have 7 of the 8. So when the other 2 come out, I will do, and when I read them, I will do another one for the last 5. But book number 1 is going to be Thor versus Lubu, and they kind of spill over into the next book. So you're going to want to buy 1 and 2, and then you're going to want to buy 2 and 3 because you can't see the end of the battle until the next book, which is kind of good on their part, right? Because that's like, but Lubu is like a ancient warrior. I don't know where he's from exactly. Um, you can school me on that one below. And we all know who Thor is. He wields a giant hammer, and Lubu summons all of his might via his sword. Uh, well, it's more of a spear. It's a spear, and what's special about these weapons is that the Valkyries are trying to help the humans win, so they have special weapons. So, uh, fight 1 versus Thor versus Lubu versus Thor versus Lubu versus Thor is really good. It's drawn out. It kind of keeps you on your heels, on your toes to see who will win. And although Lubu's best efforts using his sword, his spear, he gets defeated. Okay, so far, book 1 into 2 is gods 1, humans 0. Book 2 is your favorite starting human, first one to do it, and the best god to do it. Zeus versus Adam, the first human ever made. Okay, and his weapon is brass knuckles, and he's butt ass naked the whole time. He's just got a leaf covering his package. That's it. And then Zeus, in this one, it's a very big and weird interpretation of him. He can change his body size, and like the bigger his body is, the more power he can emit. And that's one thing that this first book does too. Is Thor's hammer is massive, right? And it charges up over time, and he can throw it, and it gets bigger and bigger, and more power gets put into it. Same thing with like Zeus's body. I should denote that too. It's super cool. The fighting scenes, and they're just trading blow after blow after blow. And Adam summons up all of his power, and he's about to win, but he's been dead for over. 30 seconds. So he almost kills Zeus, but he doesn't. So the battle goes to Zeus as well. It's looking grim for the humans, right? And then the next one, the next book, book three, it actually takes place over uh two, actually three books, basically. So it goes into three, which has Adam in it. Adam and Zeus's end fight. It's the whole book of four, and then you don't get to see it until five, right? You don't get to see the win. So it is in book three, starting their new fight would be Poseidon versus Salcid Kojor. I don't know. Basically, what he does is his ability is he goes through a fight and he sees the power of the other person and the fighting style, and then he surrenders and he loses every fight he's ever been in. But he goes on his own and he masters those skills by himself based off of the energy that they give off. So he learns the skills and the styles of everybody around him. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell that was. But of everyone around him, and then he uses that to win the fights, basically, because he can predict everything, basically. So Poseidon uses his super speed and all of his like mana and water abilities and the speed of the trident to try and beat him, but um, Kojor is able to learn how to predict all of his movements, and then the humans take a victory. Yeah. So that's the first victory for the humans. It is one humans, two to the gods, and those are both books two and four. And then you don't figure out until five. In book five and six, I'm super excited to read because kind of like murder mysteries. Uh, Murder mysteries are super cool. And oh, before I get into that, uh, Kojor's weapon is uh two swords. It's a long sword and a dagger, right? So his sword splits into two. So that's pretty cool. And then back into book five, it is Hercules versus Jack the Ripper, the most honorable god or demigod there is, and the most or the darkest human to ever exist. He just has malice, and uh, it's a pretty good fight. I haven't got to the next one because it spills into six. I haven't got that far yet. I haven't read six, but I wanted to talk about the first five books while they were on my mind. Um, but his weapon is like throwing daggers, and he can kind of change it into like a scythe and all this other stuff. Hercules just has brute strength, and it's just absolutely crazy powerful. Um, and he can split um walls in half just with his pure rage and heart, I guess, to not want to lose. But he also wants to save humanity. But in this context, even if he wins, he's not gonna help save humanity at all. Um, and then it gives a little bit of backstory more into the characters, starting with Poseidon and the other one. You don't really know who they are, so it'll show you a little bit more into it. But I strongly recommend this series, Records of Ragnarok, as a manga. The show, I would say don't waste your time, but if you would rather watch it than read it, so be it, your call. Um, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what other things you would like me to do, whether it be manga or if you want to watch me watch a certain anime or a TV show. I will do those by seasons or whatever. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love.